Today, let's build a roll-in. The first step should be to clear out the area. I had a few bits of junk lying around. I then cleared all the grass from where I wanted my roll-in to be. Once the grass was cleared, I gave the whole thing a rake to clear out all the crap such as leaves and sticks. To smoothen out the run-in, I threw some dirt onto it. I then pushed the dirt up and down with some weird gardening tool. It's practically just a beam of wood on a stick. It skits. You may have noticed the fencing around my first jump. This is because I own some pesky cow that loves to shove its head in my jumps. I acquired the wood to create the roll-in from an old cubby house my dad built roughly 15 years ago. Most of the wood was still in pretty good nick. I also acquired most of the screws from here as well. The balcony already consisted of a frame and I was fairly happy with the size of it. I simply re-screwed some of the bolts holding it together. I figured this thing would be holding a fair bit of weight, so I reinforced each beam with a coach bolt. This made it rock solid. I measured the length of my bike and cut the frame down to size. I used fence posts to hold the frame up and acquired these from the cubby house also. I used a handheld post hole digger to dig the holes into the ground. I used a spirit level to keep everything level and square. I used the frame for reference on where the post should go. I cut 3/4 of the post head out, 85mm deep. This allowed the frame to sit on very flush. It fits so flush, you can get away without using bolts to secure the frame to the posts. To construct the ramp coming from the top of the tower to the ground, I used two 2,750mm lengths of square steel beams. I secured the beams using 12mm lag bolts with a shitload of washers. resting on these beams were 2 pallets. The beams were a little longer than the pallets, so I piled up dirt at the bottom. This worked really well as it provided a smooth transition between the pallets and the ground. And man, do I hate wheelbarrows. For the top of the roll-in, I laid out each of the pieces of wood. I did this a few times before I found the right layout. I then screwed each piece individually. Once it was complete, I gave it a wee test before it got dark.